What's up, everybody? I am back with another video. Today we will be flying this beautiful Learjet over to Los Angeles from Aspen Airport. And the flight will be not too long, but it will be a pretty interesting one, especially with this beautiful scenery. And from the looks of the weather, it does look like the perfect day, I would say, to be flying out of here. So let's go ahead and get on with our briefing and we will be ready to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. So let's go ahead and start with our altitude. So we have steps. So Hotel Bravo Hotel Bravo uniform is where we will go up to flight level 400, and we shall cross 390. Before that point, we might cross 390 after it, so we might be straight up to 400. So it's just going to be a smooth climb, I believe. Might not even need this information for any steps. So, well, that's what we're looking at. And preferably, I would like to climb up straight up to 400 because we're flying westbound. So even flight levels almost at departures. All right, before our departure, we are looking at runway 33 onto the Lindsay 1 departure, and we shall get the rest of this filed, of course. We only have 2 passengers for today, and our fuel is 3.8 and a half approximately. We had a little bit more than that, I would consider. Let's take a look at our weather. So our weather in Aspen looks pretty calm as of right now. Perfect visibility. Temperature is 14 with a dew point of -1, and we have an altimeter of 2986. And winds are calm. Perfect. And later into the afternoon and into the evening in Aspen, we can expect a storm in case we shall expect to divert. But that is very unlikely. If we do have to divert, I would probably choose a different airfield because of the mountains, especially for any catastrophic emergency. Take a look at our destination. We do not have any weather data. We only have the METAR. We have the winds, which are pretty calm. Relatively calm, so 8 knots of wind, perfect visibility. But we do have these broken clouds at 2,000 feet, so we can expect a storm. 2996 on the altimeter. So let's take a look at Ontario over here. So we do have a lot more information. So more clouds, broken clouds. So we do have a storm going. Temperature is 15. And later into the evening, we can expect the storm to rather pick up a little bit and the visibility to get a little bit lower. So that's what we're looking at for today for arrival. So let's go ahead and take a look at our turbulence information. So number 1, so severe turbulence on our departure. We're crossing this jet stream, so severe turbulence right once we're climbing over the mountain, so shall take extreme caution for that, of course. And that's how our weather will be looking for today. So will be a pretty interesting flight for us. So let's get into the cockpits and get the airplane ready to go. Turn on our batteries. The battery 1 on, and that voltage is right up. Let's go ahead and do battery 2 now. Test. We will turn on for departure. Alright, so airplane stays alive. Alright, I just had to change some of my controls real quick. Shutting down battery 2 until departure. Alright. Alright, we are going to start our flow of test, and we will, in the meantime, also get our fuel and passengers on board. So let's go ahead and go through it. Not a very long one. Alright, TRs are good. Go ahead and do a test of the autopilot. Very good, very nice. Once set the N1 reminder to, you do 95. But I might go a little bit above that, just for a higher performance takeoff. So perhaps 97 N1. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at our fuel. We can also refuel at this point, and the fuel computers are definitely working, so we don't have to worry about them. Jet pumps are on, fuel jettison is off, and standby pumps are off. So let's go ahead and come over here and refuel. That will be over, oh, wrong page. About that. Right over here, I'm tripping. It's right in the middle. Let's put most of it in the tip tanks as well. It's for a nice center of gravity. 3.8 is what we have. And I think 4,000 is a good little bit of extra. Perfect. Alright. It's all set. And before we board our passengers, I would also like to open some aid, so let's go ahead and do that, especially the emergency exits for safety, situational awareness. And for today, you have Julie and Mark flying. Mark and Julie. I'm sorry, Rick and Julie. The name is wrong. And they're seated right there. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and test our trim. Test for full range of motion, of course. Bring it up first. Up and then back down. All right, there we go. All right, secondary, that was the primary we just tested. Alright, and then we're back to primary to get it to take off trim. Alright. Alright, and now let's go to the rotary test. Grab those star warnings on. Cabin altitude, Mach trim. So we should have the trim going a little bit, and then that's warning. Here we go. Fire detection, we only get the lights on engine fire pulls. But we get stall shake, go, left, and then right. Thing, angle of attack, and stall shake, yoke shake. Trim over speed, we just get that lights, pitch trim lights, and same thing with trim monitor. Perfect, okay. Alright. And now we can go ahead and test our hydraulic pump. That standby pump pressurizes to 1250 psi. Very nice. Cabin air switch shall be off by default until departure. Don't know why it's on in the cold dark setting. That is kind of strange. Anyway, our cabin altitude shall be set to our landing elevation, of course, and it is. Landing elevation is a little bit over 7,800, so 7,838. Bump it up a little bit. About there. Perfect. Auto man switch is set to auto, and same thing on our air conditioning panel. Auto man switch auto, and we can set the climate right and like the neutral position or close to it, not too hot, not too cold, which is perfect. Emergency air is off. Full fan switch is off, and nav and beacon lights, well, lighting panel is already set here, so we will leave it alone. Plus, we will get on that nav and beacon lights, as I said, in a moment, because we are about to start engines pretty soon. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Really good. Our passengers are on board, of course. Door is getting shut. There we go. Cabin just got a lot quieter until we start those engines. Almost forgot. Let's go ahead and test it. Emergency brake. Oops, working perfectly. Alright. Time to fire up those engines. Airplane going. Ignition. Start. Alright. 10. And we're going to inject fuel. There we go. Alright, and the start switch is off, so you can turn on the left generator and shut off the ignition. I mean, the start valve is off. Alright. And we're starting the right engine. Bang. Alright, we can inject fuel now. Our valve is closed. Generator is coming on. Our oil pressure is coming up too. So is our hydraulic pressure. And we can now turn off that ignition. Alright, we have good starts on both engines, so go ahead and turn on that P-dot heats and windshield heat, of course. And we do not need the anti-ice, we do not need that. Let's go ahead and turn on our avionics. And we can get to importing our flight plan and getting the airplane ready to go. And also, let's go ahead and test our yaw damper. We have avionics powered up now. And we can go ahead and do the secondary. Perfect, okay. Avionics are off until we are past our SID. Alright, we have to set to 3760. That is our squawk code anyway. I've already set this previously. Already set that squawk code previously. Go ahead and their comm radios up. Denver Center is offline, so we are on Unicom. Lane 295. Here. And we can go 228 here. Down standby, and on a second radio we can put guard frequency. Alright, so let's go ahead and enter our flight plan. And we are ready. We'll be pretty much ready. Hope that is correct. So, flight plan is in there. Let's make sure our departure and our arrival is in there. Yup, perfect. And we have all of our altitude restrictions in there as well. Perfect. Where we will cross lands above 16,000. Now let's go ahead and do our briefing before we go. Lindsay 1. Climb heading 343 to 9,100 feet, and then continue left to continue climbing, left turn to 16,000 feet, heading 273 to intercept northwest course outbound to lands, and then on the sign transition maintaining 16,000 feet. Expect clearance to filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. Perfect. And our altimeter, let's go ahead and pull it from the weather data over here, 2986. And that was in our weather briefing as well. 16,000 and 2986. Perfect. Same thing here. Alright, and now we are ready. Passengers are buckled up and everything, so we're on our way up for a taxi briefing. Put in simple, Alpha to Alpha 7. I don't even need to pull up the charts for that. And also I could pull up the charts on one of the Garmin displays, but it's very small. I mean, I can see it on my screen very well. With very good eyes, but for the sake of the video, I like to keep it on my Explorer anyway. So that is that. Alright. Alright, we are ready. Also, once we start recording with flight control replay, so we can get some very nice replay shots of our departure and arrival. Now let me keep this up, as we did not get the takeoff data. We can get that as we're taxiing. So let's go ahead and start our taxi, and let's go ahead and turn those lights off as well. Or dim the lights, dim the cabin lights. Go ahead and dim them. Perfect. Forgot about that stair lock. Can't really clear this ground equipment, unfortunately. So, be a very tight turn around it. Clear right and left over here. Aspen traffic, Learjet 86 Bravo Lima, taxiing runway 33 via Alpha Alpha 7. Oversteer that. Alright, our weights right now is 15,000, so go ahead and plug that information in. 130, 133. Let's start with our V2. Which is 133. Kind of tricky to see, but I want to try to keep my eyes forward since we are in the middle of taxiing. Alright, 130 right about there. Our VREF, which will also be our V1 speed as well. Alright, and now we are on our way. 343. Go ahead and set that as well. 43, our course intercept. Oh, and I forgot to turn that on, didn't I? Well, oh. Alright, at this point we can go ahead and turn on our weather radar. Bump that up a little bit. And we're about to come up to Alpha 7. So I'll go to altitude reporting here. Back. Alright, we can slow the airplane down. Coming up a little bit fast. Alright, we are clear arrival. And we are clear departure. Yep. Aspen traffic. Learjet 86 Bravo Lima taking off runway 33. And we're on the go. Static takeoff. Good. Knots. Release forward pressure. We're up. Very sensitive flight controls. At that speed at 200. Still in flap seats. And at this point I will turn on autopilots. Because I am doing a lot of things. Let's put up our flaps. points. And altitude select. We're already past 10,000 feet, so those landing lights. Put that vertical speed down a little bit. Put that down a little bit. Alright, past 10,000 feet. Lights to off position. Perfect. Pick up speed. Throw up that thrust a little bit. There we go. Now we're picking up speed. Take a right turn of the lens. I would say at this point, yeah, let's rearm that. Yep. Good speed for us, definitely. So, and it's coming really fast. At this point, we can go ahead and direct to Blue Mesa. That's the name of the viewer. Directing there. Oh, and we're past our transition level, so 2982, definitely, of course. And it should recapture, but let's definitely watch it and pre-select our heading as well. Nope, yeah, it's recaptured. Alright, very good. Heading shall be 164 as well. Let's set the course there. Is it turning fast enough? See what it's doing. Yeah. Fix that. At this point, we can turn off the seat belts. I forgot to start that clock. It starts automatically though. It's already keeping track of the time. 5 minutes airborne. Very nice. Dial capture as well. extremely fast. I love this performance we're getting today. Definitely turn off the TRs. You see, they have the takeoff checklist. We're definitely a little bit late for that, though. I just want to see it. What does it look like? Landing gear is up. Y'all dampers, we can get that on. There's points. TRs. Well, we're past 10,000 feet, so disarm, ignition is off. Pressurization check. Our cabin is climbing. A little bit slow though. Well, it's not climbing just yet. Still maintaining our fuel elevation pressure. It's quite nice, I would say. Don't know how that got turned off. Trying to capture this. Alright, pressurization check. Landing and taxi lights off. Hydraulic pressure checked. Angle of attack indicators cross-check. Climb checklist shall be here. No fasten seatbelt signs as required. Pressurization check. Oh yeah. Gonna get the seatbelts back on as well. Forgot about that turbulence. Transition level. Stand there on the altimeter. Air conditioner, leave that on. Air conditioner off. Well, we have the cabin air on. Emergency pressure normal. Emergency pressure switches normal. Flight level 350, which we are coming up to. That's when we turn the air conditioner off. Turn off the air conditioning. And flight level 410 checks. Crew, passenger, and oxygen mask. Right. Perfect. Checklist is complete. Turn this off, yeah. Good capture now. Yep, definitely captured. But we should start that turn. I will go with vertical speed. Put that airplane down a little bit. We can turn this off. Maintain our target speed. That target speed a little bit high. Go back in speed mode. It's that thrust. We'll make it climb. Alright, let's make sure the air conditioning is off. Yep. Good. Flight level 350. It is. I don't really mess with that anyway. At this point, could have done this maybe like right before takeoff, but it's not a huge deal. Can go lights completely off, cabin lights. That gets that off, definitely. I thought I already turned that off anyway. I don't know why it's back on. We're flying corporate, so I think it's okay for us to leave the cockpit door open. Not a huge deal. Very speedy climb. Alright, 1,000 to go. Only 13 minutes into the flights. Lovely performance from the Learjets. Already crossing, so we can go to flight level 400. We're already crossing Blue Mesa. Speed mode. Oh. Stall. Speed mode is kind of useless now. Vertical speed. Let's not lose too much speed. Bit of a slower climb to flight level 400. And once again, I'm pushing this airplane to its limits. Did not really try hard to do that anyway. Airplane is just high performance. Not like it. Alright, so we're leveling off at flight level 400. We can pull back on the thrust. That we don't overspeed. Keep our in limit to 85 for a cruise. That's good. Hitting Mach 0.79. Rather, we can maintain Mach 0.78, or a little bit under that. Alright, I'm back in the mic. And at this point, it's time to start preparing for our arrival. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get our information first. I would like to come over here first. For arrival, here's our routing with the KO8 arrival. So let's go ahead and do our briefing, and let me also record because we're coming up on the point where we want to start to send things. So I want to go through this rather quickly. So let's go ahead from KO on Salai route 75 to Jogget, and then on radio 75 to Slav-UR. Expect radar vectors to find, of course, and we see that all over here, and we shall cross Alex. So expect to cross Alex at 16,000, and we're pretty much coming up on that 59 miles. So we do want to start descending this point. So we'll put into descent. Let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and head down to 16,000. Once we cross 250, I will get the pressure altimeter. Let's go ahead and up the thrust a little bit. I'll put it in speed mode and see what it does. Pulling back. The speed mode doesn't really do anything for us. Here we go. And we have it under control now. Yes, also let's put on that. Seatbelt signs and on. Especially because of the turbulence, so I'll leave them on. Ooh. Alright, let's go ahead and continue now with our briefing. I've already finished here, so let's go ahead and get our METAR for not Aspen but Zamperini, the arrival airport, the name of it. So let's go ahead and get to that. Zamperini, let's get our METAR. Altimeter 2997. Winds 210 at 3 knots, and visibility is perfect. So we are looking pretty good on our way down, as we should be. Also, I would speed it up, so go vertical speed. That nose pointed down a little bit. Bring up that target speed. Go ahead and do that. Once we get down really quickly as possible, it's more ideal for us. And our passengers definitely want to get there in a timely manner, so definitely speed up our airplane. Say around 260, 270 knots. Be a good speed for us. And we can do our briefing as we are descending over checklist. Well, let's wait for my computer for a while, so I am starting this kind of late. 306. Alright, on the course. And we can set the heading to that as well. just in case our just jump there a little bit. Whoa. Throwing the airplane around a little bit. Yeah, putting it in speed mode makes it jump like that. It makes our passengers really uncomfortable. Don't really want that. Yeah. Make sure our vertical speed is still in the good spots. Still relatively high at these points. So let's go ahead and continue our briefing, and we can also get our weather. We'll consider that. We can take it from the landing performance calculator. See what speeds we get. Go ahead and calculate that. Altimeter is 2997, that is correct, and speed that we get is 127, our approach speed, and what is our current weight? See, what is our fuel burn per minute? I would take 13,000 on the chart, so that would give us a speed of 119 and an approach climb speed of 126. So I don't know. I think our compare and contrast. Let's see. We go back to the calculator. What do we have for our weight? That's a little bit high. So yep, 119. It's a really good speed for us. And 126. And we will go for 987, 2987. This point. Alright. On our arrival at this point, we have our weather data and everything. And we will be using flaps full. Let's go to our descent checklist. Windshield heat as required, and we have it on. Cabin controller, let's set that to our fuel elevation. At this point, say we could get the air conditioning back on. Fuel elevation is 100 feet, so 103, or to be exact, yep, 103 feet on our field elevation. That's 1,000, so very close to sea level. We're a little bit high on our descent path. Speed mode again. Very high descent rate, 4,000 feet a minute. 4,000 feet per minute. Bring that thrust all the way back. Alright. 262. Yep. Coming back up onto the descent path, so that's good. And we have ETC online. Off color approach 128.5, 128.50. definitely soon cross. We're about to cross Alex. Let it level off a little bit. We'll cross it a little bit higher than 16,000, so we can continue our descent really smoothly. Alright, NCI systems as required. Good. Alright, we're at 16,000. The next restriction will be 8,000 at Brett's, even though that's not showing there, unfortunately. Alright, 8,000. Speed hold. Pulling that all the way back. Whoa. Had to descend that fast. Alright, transition level, and we have our altimeter set. Altimeter is 2987. Recognition light is on. Pressurization checked. Our cabin is descending. No smoking. Fasten seatbelts are on. And passenger briefing. And I don't know, we could secure the cabin at this point. I would say on approach. Save that for approach. That would be passengers prepare for arrival. Or we can say that now. Passengers prepare for arrival. Definitely feeling that turbulence as well. Maintain about, I would say, 2,000 feet per minute. That'd be good. I'll slow the airplane down to 250 knots. We're almost at 250 knots anyway. We're descending at a perfect speed. Descent checklist is complete, and we can go to that approach checklist. Not yet, it's coming up on our approach, so we'll leave that alone for now. I'll put the second yaw damper on for now, but we'll soon turn it off.
JetBlue 690, are you lining up for the ILS 25 left?
Alright.
We've got 2-4 left plugged in, but we can change it if you want.
should be a 24 right. Which runway would you prefer?
Cancel it
25
out.
left or 24 right?
JetBlue 690, I can take either, man. It's up to you.
All right, since you've gone over to the south side, let's
Going
do
down
this
to
ILS
250 knots.
25 left and say at Seaview, cleared
And
ILS 25 left approach.
It's if you
Speed
cleared ILS
mode
25, JetBlue 690.
On once we cross that little marker. Here we go. That weather is making our sim lag. Yep. Definitely feel that as well. South Color Approach, good evening. Learjet 86 Bravo Lima is with you. Crossing 10,000 feet, descending down to 8,000. Altimeter 2997.
Number 86 Bravo Lima, SoCal approach, hello. Altimeter 29906, cross frets at 8,000 and expect the ILS runway 29 approach, 29 right approach.
Cross frets at 8,000 and expect 29er ILS for approach.
Yeah, it's ILS 29 right approach.
Sorry about that, ILS 29 rights for approach.
No worry, I didn't say it very clearly.
Alright, already know what to expect now, so let's go ahead and continue. Go ahead and get that. Go to our home page and go to our procedures. Approach, we can expect 29 rights for approach ILS, and we can load that in into our flight plan. There we go. Alright, all set for us. Coming up on frets. Oh, and we're passing 1,000 feet, so definitely get those landing lights on. Don't forget about that. On 250 knots till we get to that approach. No Learjets. Expedited a little bit. Didn't hurt. And then next we can pre-select. Alright. 1,000. I would say. Alright, we're past frets. Go ahead and do that. Speed hold. 6,000.
Number 6 Bravo Lima, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend, maintain 6,000, 6 Bravo Lima. Alright, I'll start the approach checklist now, just to get it out the way a little bit early. Circuit breakers are in, hydraulic and emergency air pressure check. Landing data is set. We have our VREF speed. Fuel is balanced, and approach briefing. Let's go ahead and get to the charts. Airports. Go ahead and pull it up. Approach runway 29 right, ILS. Oh, I'll pull it up actually. Alright, here's our briefing, and I want to see everything we're doing here as well. We're about to level off. So, ILS DME is 111.9, final approach course 294, glide slope is at 2000, decision height 381, airport elevation 103, we have that of course, climb to 3000 heading 294, cross LAX VOR, radio 150, then left turn heading
Number 6
250
Bravo Lima,
out.
cross Seal Beach at or above 2,000. At Seal Beach, cleared ILS runway 29 right approach.
Cross Seal Beach at about 2,000, and after Seal Beach, cleared 29 rights, ILS. Alright, go ahead down 3,000. And we're cleared after Seal Beach. For 29 approach. Alright. Perfect. 111.9. Let's go ahead and get that up here. Oh, we already have it set. Perfect. Alright, let's throw that active. That vertical speed, get it down.
United 251, SoCal approach, radar contact, climb
Alright.
via the summer 2 departure.
Approach checklist is complete. Alright. Let's get the TRs when it's not complete. Just yet. TRs are armed. Settlement briefing complete. Why does this keep popping up? For landing, spoilers. Alright, not yet, not yet. Still coming up on Seal Beach. And we're on our way down. We have the airport in sight yet. Should be forward, or just forward. Definitely are coming up on it. Yep.
And JetBlue 690, contact Los Angeles Tower 120.95.
This is
Good
a
day.
good speed for us.
120950, JetBlue 690.
230. Alright. Activate vectors to find.
United 251, Los Angeles Center is offline. Change to advisory frequency is approved. Have a good flight.
Let's see where
Remember,
we are.
6 Bravo Lima, you missed the turn there at Seal Beach. Do you need vectors?
Air firm.
All right, number 6 Bravo
did
Lima,
miss
fly
that.
heading 180, descend to maintain 2000.
180, maintain 2000. They missed that. Still fairly new to this approach, so not a lot of experience with it. 180, and we can maintain 2000. Turned a little bit too early. Yeah, I was off course. Beautiful scenery, by the way.
And
Yes, be
6
for us
Bravo
17.
Lima, these vectors will take you across the approach course.
Repeat that for 6 Bravo Lima.
The 6 Bravo Lima, these vectors will initially take you across the final approach course.
Affirm. Yeah, I did miss the turn. You're off. It's we're coming back up on it. So expect to be able to turn
Number
right
6
back
Bravo
over there.
Lima, turn left heading 090.
Left 90, 6 Bravo Lima. Alright. as well. Let it capture.
Number 6 Bravo Lima, left turn heading 320.
Left 320.
All right, 6 Bravo Lima, let's make that turn
Yeah,
290.
capture. Turn 290. We have it captured as
Number
well.
6 Bravo Lima, 7 miles from Zilba, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 29 right approach.
2000 till established on localizer. Clear to 9er right approach. Yep, and we have it now.
Local approach, Air Canada 556, descending by the Ironman 2 arrival.
Air Canada 566, SoCal approach. Hello, LA altimeter
Yes.
is 29907. Expect the ILS 24 right approach.
2997 and expect Alice
I think we slow
24
down
right
rather
approach,
quickly,
Air
so
Canada
we don't
556.
really need to. Alright, we have it captured. Don't make the turn. I think it wants to lose it. Okay. What is going on? Why does it just lose it? Once you capture that. He just wants to lose it. Alright. Did not want to make that turn onto the approach, so I'll just turn off autopilots and we can fly ourselves down. 94 is our heading, so turn off autopilots. Speed coming right down.
Number 6 Bravo Lima, wind 200 at 3, runway 29 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 29 right. Cabin seats for landing. And what do I have the flaps to? Let's get them to 20 at this point, definitely. That's when the gear comes down. Alright, spoilers. Contracted, flaps 8 or 20. I'm gonna use flaps 20. Landing gear down. Landing gears down. Landing and taxi lights as required. Anti-skid. You have that on, and yaw damper off and off. Think off. CRs. They should be on by this point. Flaps down and indicated. Hydraulic pressure check. Ignition. Turn it on. And autopilot disengage. Checklist complete. can't really zoom out. Kind of sucks. Wow, it's not letting me, but this view isn't bad for our arrival. Very nice. Moving down very gently. We have 2. Get down. On the hard landing, but brakes. It is a light aircraft, it should slow down.
Number 6 Bravo Lima, welcome. Exit to the left, Bravo to the ramp. Have a great night.
Left Bravo to the ramp, and thank you for the ATC, and have a great rest of your night as well. Alright,
departure Turkish 1 to Equavi, good day passing 1800 Orca 5 departure.
Yeah, Turkish 12 Echo Bravo, SoCal
okay.
approach,
Was a
radar
little bit rough,
contact,
though.
time maintain
We'll
13,000.
Time maintain
not brief for that at all. Runway is vacated, so unsuitable parking.
SoCal, good evening, Southwest 1288, descending through 300 on the Pacific.
Southwest 1288. Thank you. Looks like the Pacific fell off your flight plan. I'm glad you know you're on a star. You can descend via the Pacific 3. You can expect the ILS 30 approach.
Send via Pacific 3, we'll expect the ILS. Yeah, when we initially flew out, it looks like they were landing 1-2, but now we grabbed the Pacific 3 now that they're doing west flow there.
You are the man. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Really a bad click spot. Shut down engines, right? I'll end things here. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next. And